Alright everyone, welcome back to part 4 of Submerged. So I did go back to the first building and I went to go get the secret I missed. Need something to get back Taku's strength. Which was that sun in the... yeah. So... But then I thought I didn't want to go explore anything or like miss anything and then not be recording, so I just did that. Okay, but we need to go... I'm thinking there's something over, like, north, right? We haven't been north. So, let me face... Hey, buddy. Okay, let me face north. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to collect all the secrets. Maybe my free time, but probably not on camera. You know, because I do want you guys to have something to experience. And also, this infection is getting bad. Have I been here? Oh yeah, I've been here. There's a secret here. I remember being here. Okay. Church. Oh, okay, that's a landmark for sure over there. Oh, and I see where the next crate is. That's gonna be a secret. Yeah, I haven't been here, so... Yeah, it's called a horse. What's in here? And more importantly, why can I go in here? Okay. Oh! Oh! So have there been... Whoops. So have there been other people here? There are 26 boat upgrades? Goddamn. Kitzig Municipal. Kitezith Municipal. There you go. This is the way to the secret. Nope. Oh, hey. Those guys always seem to be where the secrets are. Oh, good coughing. That's always good for a video game character. Arthur Morgan, Anya, you know. I also do wish this game was a little more open world. Like, it's great as it is, but I think it would have been better if it was more open world and gave you a little more freedom. These lions are everywhere. They were on the... They've been on a lot of buildings, actually. Oh, there's another secret. That one's not very well hidden. Oh, but how do I get over there? Oh, there's another secret. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure if that's... Oh, that's the other... The last crate over there as well. Okay, I will get that, that secret that's on this building. Mainly because it... The hell? Come on. I'm doing weird. Mainly because I don't want to have to come back up here. Because there's this. Now, which goes down. I still don't think this is the way I go to get around to the other thing, but... Yeah. Yeah, okay, so this just leads to another secret. Oh, that's the pipe I was climbing earlier. Okay, so I am still lost on how I'm supposed to get to that other one. I might have to go around to a different side of the building or something, but I don't see a goddamn way of doing that. And I don't care enough to bother trying to fuck with that for the next 10 minutes, so... Our brother's dying, damn it. Ah, water with floaties in it. That will get his strength back. I'm sure. God, it's like almost like completely covering me now. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm doing this currently. We know this part. Okay, let's go grab that last What's the last thing that he needs? I need something to take away Taku's pain. Okay. I don't like that the Crustables have been watching him and... Because we know they exist. I mean, hell, they're in the bestiary. Which I'm still missing one creature, and I have no idea what that is. I think it's that building? I don't remember exactly where I saw it. Because I saw it above. Like, I saw it from the other one that I was on. I can climb this building. I think I just saw a secret flash. Yep, this is probably it then. I think this is it. Skyline condos. Damn, tall building. Yeah, there's the crate on the mini-map. Nope. Okay, hold on. Because there's a secret up here. I know there is. I think I know there's at least 2 on here. Hey, buddy. Okay, bye. I'm probably gonna turn into whatever those are. Those were probably survivors, and they got infected with the crust. Actually, I have no idea if this is the way progress. But there is a secret. And yeah, because this is the one I saw, because I remembered where it was because the logo, it was above the logo. Awesome. Okay, we're going, we're making it. Stop! Ah, that's so annoying. Another bridge over there. I also fail to believe that that bell tower bank or whatever it is we're living on top of is tall enough. Because like if bridges are submerged and the stadium lights are, you know, so high and they're submerged. I don't know how deep this water is, but it's not very shallow, I can tell you that much. Heard something that sounded like a mix between grunting and like sobbing. Even the way I've forgotten her name. Mia? I think so? I don't know. Anyway, the way she dresses is kind of like how Wander dresses in Shadow of the Colossus. I don't know why this game reminds... Maybe it's the climbing. Oh. Okay, well, I will remember that. No, we're gonna come back to that. Just calm down for a second. I just want to look over here. Okay. That's just the way we came up. I thought that was something else. Alright. Yeah, there's the bridge that's on the other side. Holy crap, really? No, that's a different bridge. There's still so much of the map I haven't explored. Oh my god. Okay, the controls leave a little bit to be desired for sure. Oh, come on, really? Like the smallest gap, you can climb buildings hundreds of meters in the air. Not meters, but you know, hundreds of feet in the air, and yet you're like, I couldn't. Okay, that one's actually pretty interesting. Like, this is the only city that isn't completely underwater. But again, these might just be drawings from, you know, like Mia, and this might just be the only city that she knows about, so she doesn't think other ones exist. Yeah, there's that secret. How do I get down there? How are you even supposed to get there? What the fuck? Like, how are you supposed to get up to that little block area? Huh. Okay, well, let's just grab this, because I think this is pretty much going to be the end here. Ugh. All right. Oh, that don't look good. Hey, look at that. Now you gotta go collect crates for your sister who's covered in crust. Oh. They cured me! They absorbed the crust. Okay, so if these things wanted to help us, how come they didn't help us the whole time? Okay, bye. Thanks, I guess. Alright, I guess off on our next adventure. So what, they healed us, and then they're like, alright, get the fuck out of our city. Like... Okay... Is there a cutscene after that, or does it just throw me back into the game? See, now it's just explore. I just want to see what it does when we get back into the game. Does Taku get to come with us, or is he just not anywhere? Ah, he's not anywhere. Okay. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to leave that one here. There is a second game to this. There's a Submerged 2. This guy's always coming through here. So, anyways, we will get on to the ranking. Okay. Alright. Let me grab my book. Okay. So, a few things I do want to bring up. This is a great game. Really, really cool atmosphere. It's got really great characters, even though there's not like a whole bunch of development. But you know, I won't hold nothing against it. But anyways, we are going to get into it here. So, game 35 being ranked. So, gameplay. As you guys were seeing, the gameplay leaves a little bit to be desired. Not like terrible. But it could be a little better. Just like the jumping and dropping when I don't want them to is a little annoying. It's nice that it's automatic for sure, but sometimes it's more of a hindrance than it is convenient. The open world doesn't feel like, at first I thought I'd be able to like go on every building, go inside buildings and all that, but no, you don't get to do any of that. So the open world does feel really constrictive, and it doesn't feel very open world. But it's still like the climbing. I didn't have any issues with that. So it's hard. It's hard to fault it too much. But you know what? I'll give it an 8 out of 10 for gameplay, because ultimately, they're little things. They're little things. This game's not meant to take hours and hours to complete. It's another just short little game. But yeah. Alright, so that means we're going to move on to level design. Level design, I love how this world looks. Like, if we just go to the boat for a second here. And we just... Oh, Jesus. Okay, those will stop me. Also, the boat controls really well. But like this just feels very, very thematic and very, also like a lot of mystery. You know, whenever I come like, even if I was like coming across something in like the real world, like if I come across like an old cabin or something in the woods, I like to think about, you know, who lived there? You know, who's lived here? Who's... You know, like, people lived entire lives here, and now it's all just decayed and ruined. And it's been like this for a while, because there's whole-ass trees growing out of the buildings on top. So this is not recent. This has been a thing for a while. One thing I will mention, however, is that everything kind of does look the same. Sometimes it's hard to even tell where you're supposed to be going. But then, yeah, and then there's also like the, like, look, I want to go in these buildings. I want to climb these buildings. How come I can't? Right? Like, these are the tallest buildings, and I can't climb them, for whatever reason. But besides it being a little hard to tell where you're supposed to go for, like, secrets and stuff, and not being able to access most of the buildings, like, the only ones you can climb are the ones that have crates, which I feel was a missed opportunity. And hopefully in the second game... Oh, boat upgrade. You know, oh, and there is these, but it's only like one floor. Like, we can go in here and there's probably a secret. But it's like 1 or 2 floors. So they could have done stuff with it, but they just didn't. Ooh. That had like a plane and a crusty person looking at it. Okay. I think that's because that's what the people were dropping supplies. But yeah. I just, it's really disappointing that I can't climb that building or, you know, just any building I want. But other than that, like, it's pretty good. So, you know what? It's getting a 9 out of 10 on level design. It's, besides those little nitpicks, which honestly aren't that big of a deal, you know, I don't see too much problem with it. Replayability, so yeah, you can explore like I'm doing here, but there's no, like, again, there's no alternate endings, there's no, you can go back and get all the secrets, I guess, but like once you've explored the map, you've collected all the secrets, there's no real reason to come back to this. So I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10 on replayability. There's not much point. Fun. I was never really frustrated at this game, but I was also never really having like a really awesome time. Like due to the mechanic. I love the world it's set in, for sure. I want to know more about this world. But for something I like to play to have like a good time, this is not it. So for fun, it's gonna get a 4 out of 10. Not because it's a bad game, but it's just it would score higher on fun if I could climb all the buildings. It would. But like I said, it feels very restrictive, and there's not much point in doing anything extra. Alright, and then we got story and voice acting. I am really intrigued with the story here. Like if we go back here, and then you can go to like our story, which is complete now. And then you go to the city story, and I've missed a whole bunch of these, but I've also collected about half. You know, so, you know, you can kind of go back. If you want to collect all the things, you guys can, but, you know, or look it up, whatever you want to do. So there's definitely a story. You got to kind of piece it together, although I kind of already know what's happened, right? Global warming, the city's underwater, and there's these crust people. So, yeah. Story voice acting, there's not much. She does speak a little bit, but it's not really anything too, like, maybe it's worth like 1 point for her and those little things, but most of the story is done through like visual storytelling, which is great. I do like that. It's getting a 7 out of 10 on story and voice acting. Alright, and then we got graphics, and then the total. So this came out in 2015. It's meant to look like a cartoon. It's meant to be in this style. I love this style. I wish more games did their games in these styles, and that was pretty much why I like this so much, is because the world's interesting. And the storytelling through the visuals is really good. And it doesn't need to look super realistic to do so, which is always a good thing in my book. There's nothing up here? Secret I've already collected? Yeah. But, you know, for graphics, you know, I think it serves the story pretty well, so it's getting a 7 out of 10 on graphics. Alright, and that is going to move us to the total and the end of Submerged. Let me just add up these scores here. So we got an 8 for gameplay, a 9 for level design, a 3 for replayability, a 4 for fun, a 7 for story and voice acting, and then another 7 for graphics, giving it a score of 38. 38 out of 60, which is pretty good. That's about where we want to be. It's actually a little lower than I thought it was going to score, for sure. But, you know, not terrible. But anyways, that is going to do it for Submerged. And I probably will play the second game at some point. So anyways, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, check out my other shows, Redleaf Mapping, and Redleaf Sunset, and I will see you guys in the next one.